What's your thoughts on that, particularly that last 20 minutes of the game?
Oh, Roy, I feel, there's two parts of it. One, it hurts not to win the game. But I thought from a performance perspective, just incredibly proud of the boys. I thought we played well. I think they had 2 intercept scores, So I think in particular, as I said to the squad in there, what I'm really proud about is if you look at our squad at the start of the season, we didn't have Chetra Falconer, we didn't have Jordan Alisi, we didn't have Adam Coleman, we didn't have Will Genia, we didn't have Marika Corambetti out there today. We didn't have guys like Dickie Hardwick, and we put in a really good performance. And for me, that just shows that our squad is growing and our depth is growing. And in order to be a championship team in the long run, that's a really, really pleasing thing.
What do you think it will take to get into the finals from here? Do you think you just need to be in Queensland next week, or how do you shape up from this weekend?
I'm a simple rugby coach, Roy. I can't do the very deductions on that stuff. But I just, I think the thing is, what's worked for us over the while. Like, to be honest, we haven't. I don't think we've said a single word about finals over the last couple of weeks. I think we're just trying to play our best rugby, and I thought we got very close to that tonight against a very good team, and probably unlucky not to win. So we just got to focus on doing that again next week, and I think the rest of the stuff will take care of itself.
Tom, where did you sort of feel like it went wrong when you guys came back in the second half, you got a pretty hand lead, sort of 10 minutes to play? Just feel like you lost your way out there?
Not really. I think if you have a look at the game, like the 2 tries they get are off intercepts. So for us, if I could be critical of I think maybe we tried to go around them instead of through them for a passage of time. We're getting a lot of pay going through them and using our big boys and our big carries to get a lot of momentum. Maybe got a bit excited and saw some space out wide and pushed a pass. But that's just rugby, and you just got to deal with it.
The set piece was a bit shaky early, and were you happy with that?
Oh, not really, Jeff. I thought we tried something. We tried a special play at the first line out, and those things are always like a gamble. They work spectacularly or they don't. But that we actually talked about that at the thing. We said, boys, if it doesn't work, don't get rattled by it. It's all or nothing type play. It didn't happen for us. They read it relatively well, and then the first scrum, I think they got a penalty from the first scrum. But after that, I thought we managed that pretty well.
Marika, what's the likelihood you have in next week?
Yeah, I think again, Roy, like when I was talking about the squad earlier, the original plan was that Marika was going to warm up and we'll see how he's feeling and he was going to play. And I was just sort of, thinking about it. Sefa's such a good player. Even if Marika's at 90%, it's wrong to not give Sefa his crack and Samisi as well. Samisi probably won us the game against the Brumbies. And it's also his 19th birthday, so we thought we would give him a reward of putting him on the bench. But the point just being that, we've got that confidence now, probably 2 or 3 deep in some positions across our squad, which we didn't necessarily have at the start of the year. And that's what you need, The average number of players used in Super Rugby is 35. So it's 2 and a bit teams. So in order to be a genuinely, competitive team at the top end, you've got to have that breadth of playing group that can perform at the level. And so that's what's really pleasing tonight. As Sefa came on, I thought Sefa was outstanding, and the tackle he put on in the corner, I think on Cam Clark, was unbelievable.
Yeah, but is there much chance Marika's in a chance for next week at all?
Oh yeah, he's just got a spasm in his back, so he'd probably be right to play tomorrow morning, sort of thing. And as soon as it calms down, I think Marika could have played. Let's put it that way.
Is there obviously it's disappointment when you lose, but what's the feeling like once the players, its impact of this loss and how much the season?
Oh man, I think the players are disappointed not to have won. It hurts, to not win. It especially hurts to not win against the Waratahs, let me tell you. I think our season is very much alive, especially if we keep playing like that. And that's got to be our focus. It's the only thing we can really control. So let's just keep talking about that and doing that. And I really feel over the last, probably over the last 2 months, we've got better almost every time we've played, and that's the challenge again. Go better again next week. And if we go into lucky enough to make it in the playoffs and getting better every week, then who knows what's going to happen,
Tom, what got the guys going seemed like you guys came out of the sheds and really suited for a lot.
A good halftime talk by the coach, I think. Come on, Roy.
I think, half-time we just simple messaging. We spoke about two things, just, our big violent carries. We have a big team. Dave always speaks about it, so let's use it to our advantage. And I think, boys like Matt Phillip really stepped up, and Gussie Cottrell, and they led the line there. They were making line breaks and gave us opportunities out wide. So I think that was the message at half-time, and we came out and did that for a period of time.